Hello, you beautiful peoples out there. Let me tell you a little bit about our charity, Save the Children. Did you know, according to the World Health Organization, malnutrition is the underlying cause of 3.1 million children deaths each year, leads to lasting damage for millions of children. Poor nutrition, especially during a child's first 1,000 days from the start of a woman's pregnancy through her child's birthday, has lasting effects as a child's brain and body develop rapidly. Save the Children works to reach the most vulnerable women before they become pregnant, and to support families with the young children so they can access quality nutrition services delivered through health workers, volunteers, and the community. In emergencies, Save the Children focuses on detection and treatment of acute malnutrition and provide ready-to-use therapeutic foods and medical treatments on an outpatient basis close to home. They also work to identify at risk countries facing the effects of climate change, such as droughts, crop failures, before they become a crisis, and advocate for access and support of children's families in the conflict settings. So, yeah, every donation that you guys put, even just $1, let me tell you what $1 can provide 4 children with treatment against pneumonia, which is a life threatening illness. Just $1 or many dollars, they all go to help kids in need all across the world. Your country, someone else's country, somewhere across the world. Anyways, coming up next, we have The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I butchered it.
Any
But
percent
here's,
bug limits, yeah. That's
yeah,
a
there we go. And
weird
without further
80%.
ado, here's Etienne. Take it
Hello,
away, buddy.
hello Zaz, hello everyone. And yeah, welcome to this not well-known indie games on the Switch. Yeah, I never hear about this license, but yeah, apparently it's a pretty good game. So we can start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, I start before any explanation because there is a very long cutscene of 1 minute and 7 seconds at the beginning of every single run of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And also normally this time is not count as the final time on the leaderboard. Normally the timer starts when links begin to move, but here let's just we can just remove that at the end of the run. So yeah, basically, yeah, huge license as you probably know. But Breath of the Wild is by far one of the biggest revolutions in the Zelda gameplay. Because first of all, it's an open world and many other mechanics, I mean, of the classical Zelda games has been removed in this game. So because of that, we have games that take inspirations of many different licenses, and especially for bosses and stamina, there is some Soul inspirations, to be honest. Especially for the bosses. There is, for example, the stagger, the mechanism of a stagger happened in the boss. A big life bar with a lot of very dangerous attack. In this Zelda, instead of any other Zelda games, you can see the game over pretty often in a casual gameplay. So this is they decide literally to make a game more difficult than other Zelda games and to do very impressive bosses. About this category itself, so as you can ask, it's weird. It's 80% bug limits, so it's not glitchless. It's not 80%. It's some things between this and that, because there is a lot of glitches, honestly, in Breath of the Wild. The game is pretty glitchy, but also there is some weird stuff that we honestly it's kinda personal to say if it's a glitch or not. So what happens in that case in ZSR, the Zelda Speedruns community, instead of making a glitchless category, they do a list of glitches, and this list of glitches is forbidden in bug limits. So there is a lot of glitches that's forbidden. Mainly in this run, in any percent bug limit, we are only used to do 3 tricks, and the first of them is this one. As you can see, my stamina bar keep. I will just introduce the stamina bar. In these games, we have a stamina, a cycle, or a green cycle, and when you sprint, of course, you use stamina. But the thing is, so it's really important to never go out of stamina because you are very low if it's happened. But the thing is, you can whistle, holding the whistle button, and by mashing the sprinting button, you can do a glitch named the whistle sprinting, and you're sprinting, and also your stamina isn't used. So because of that, you can sprint without using any stamina at all. So it's very useful. The problem is it's making a lot of sound. So if you need to be, for example, if you need to be close to this bug here, there we go, to catching, it's very important for the rest of the run. Be sure of that. You shouldn't use whistle sprinting. Also, another fact about whistle sprinting, like I do right now, you can see, it's a little bit slower than a normal sprint like that. So what happens when I move in this games is I will just sprint normally, and when I'm out of stamina, I will whistle sprinting like that. So at the beginning of these games, we are in this area, the Great Plateau, and the Great Plateau is the tutorial zone of this entire games. It's a big area, and to escape this area, we have to find the paraglider. This is the main trigger, allow us to quit the Great Plateau. But to trigger the paraglider, we need to unlock 4 modules. That will be all of our will make all of our abilities through the entire games. So yeah, it's kind of different than other Zelda games. You will unlock every single possibility of your movements at the beginning of the game, instead of any other Zelda games. When you, for example, you unlock an items, with these items you can make a dungeon, and with this dungeon we fill another item into the dungeon that's allow you to beat the boss, and so on and so on. So I will just here we go, cancel animation, the slam of my axes. I should have spoken that earlier. And during this jump, because I jump cancel the animation, I can pick up this shield that I make drop from this enemy. This shield is pretty useful, especially for 2 different tricks that I will speak a little bit later. And first of all, I will follow the instruction of this voice that we hear, and it's the Princess Zelda itself. I didn't speak about the lore of these games, but basically, to be very simple, there was a big war 1,000 years ago. We lost it, and Link was cryogenized. Yeah, I guess that's the word in English. And he wake up 100 years later, and you have to save the world. That's it. And save the princess, of course. So we're keeping up all of the informations in the tablet here with this big tower. This big tower will activate all of the shrines, the 4 shrines in the Great Plateau, and we have to do these 4 shrines to get the paraglider and finish the very first part of this run. Incoming a glitch that's allowed pretty recently in bug limit category, named the fall damage cancel. Fall damage cancel, as you will see, will cancel the damage of falling. So if I do it correctly. Oh, I don't do it correctly, sorry. And that's the very first game over. I put that off a little bit too earlier. Let's do it once again. It's just a question of timing. I just have to throw my axes and unequip it at a very short moment when I land, and that's make the animation of unequip my axe cancel the damage. Like this. Okay. I was a little bit too slow by doing it. Sorry about that. That's not a pretty hard trick, it's just because I'm speaking it and making it a little bit too late. But that makes us show the big game over in the red text, like in Dark Souls. So we meet this old guy. We didn't know who it is, and he gave us instruction at the beginning of this game, and especially uh, some instruction about the voice that's speaking to us. He said that's the Princess Zelda who's captured in the big castle, the final area of the game, and it will explain who we are, where we are, I mean, in the Great Plateau. So let's use the very first feature of the shield is surfing. Surfing is way faster than sprinting, and when you are in an area like that, you can do this and gain some speed, and that's making me winning sometimes. So here we go for the very first shrine. Once again, we will whistle sprinting like this. I have to remember to re-equip my axe because I unequip it to do my 4 damage cancel. So yeah, as I said, there is 3 tricks allowed in bug limits, so whistle sprinting, 4 damage cancel, and the last one is a stun lock at the very end of the game that I have time to speak about. But the funny things about the stun lock is not working in hard mode, in expert mode. This is the hard mode of Breath of the Wild. So because it doesn't think in hard mode, the Zelda community say, hey, it doesn't think in hard mode. That means the developers know about this trick, so it's not a glitch. So this is why we allow that in bug limit run, basically. So yeah, we have to wait. We're going crazy when we have to wait that these tiny tears touch the tablet because I want to play. And we unlock the very first model, Polaris. Or Manius, I think, in English. Because yeah, I have the game in French. The game in French is a little bit faster. This is the fastest language, especially because of the cutscene we see earlier is a little bit faster with the French voice. That's the only reason why I play this game in French, and also because I'm French too. So let's move that because yeah, this power, this model allows us to damn it, to move things. And I will use the second feature about the shield is this. I can do a shield jump by doing the beginning of a surf with the shield. After a jump, I can do some sort of double jump, named the shield jump, and making me able to jump pretty far and skip one of the puzzle that I should normally do at the end of this shrine. A pretty interesting things now is loading management. As you can see, I can pass this cutscene, but I will wait. I will intentionally wait until this moment. Why am I doing that? I should normally be able to pass this cutscene a little bit earlier, but because this second loading time is way faster if you wait that the very first loading time finish before. Imagine, for example, a web page that's begin to load, but you have to load another web page just after that. But if you reload the very first web page too early, you have to reload it from the start, you know? So if I pass the very first cutscene too early, I have to load 2 different loading times in the big loading screen after that. And in total, this management of loading screen saves us 5 seconds for each shrine we will do. This is why I have to wait a tiny moment when I pass this very last cutscene on each shrine, I mean. So let's keep going. Let's go for the next shrine. So we have a tiny jogging to do here, so if we have any message to pass through the stream, that's the perfect moment, actually. Do you have anything to say, Zaz?
I don't see any donation right now. Sorry, the lawn guys are here right now. But we do have some bids coming up right afterwards. As you know, Kata versus Dan PvP coming up. We are about $700 away. Let me refresh, give you a up to date. $700 away, 695 actually. And then also further along we have Commander Ike doing a non-move swap Sif on axe to axe route. So if you want to make someone suffer, there you go, right there. And yeah, we have other ones coming up. PS2 no shield. Dark Souls, RTSR, Nito. You know, sometimes you like to make it really hard on people, so that's a good one to do. All right, take it back.
And there we go. We are on the next shrine. So you have to taking care about the stamina of my, the durability of my shield. This is one of the things that upsets some people on these games. That weapons have durability, but that's force you to switch your equipments pretty often and make the game really interesting, on my opinions. So yeah, this game is really well made. If you have a Switch, a Nintendo Switch, don't hesitate. Zelda Breath of the Wild is definitely a great game. So here we go. We got remap bombs. So we got 2 bombs, and we'll have to use that. I mean, to solve this shrine. But it's pretty easy. You just have to destroy those blocks with throwing a bomb like this. I can equip the other bombs because the very first one is now in cooldown. Re-equip the first one because, as you can see, I will need this cooldown for this next wall to take this cycle of this platform. Perfect. Equip the other one. And here, normally you have to throw a bomb with a mechanism to make this destroy, but by doing this, there we go, with a pretty good angle, I can once again skip a part of this puzzle and go activate the next shrine. So once again, we will do management of loading times. I will just skip this very first cutscene immediately and wait for the other. My visual cue here is the nose of this monk. I just have to wait. No, it's not this. It's not the name of the. Oh, anyway, it's I don't remember the nose of this guy. I will do a cancel area. I will. This was here. You see me do a tiny jump. This was a cancel animations because normally when you pull off the tablet, the shaker tablet, you normally there is an animation. Links have an animation to show the tablet, but by doing that during a tiny jump, that cancel these animations. So that's pretty useful. So now we have a problem. The 2 next shrine are in some part of the Great Plateau that's in a pretty cold section. Yeah, in a very high mountain, as you will see. So we will normally we should manage. We should find a way, for example, with spicy cooking, to don't take damage from cold. But we are speedrunners, so I just have. This is why I'm taking some shrooms, some stuff to heal myself, because now I just have to go to the shrine as fast as possible before I die. So as you can see from my life bar on top left. So once again, shield jump here to don't fall into this river. I will immediately heal myself here and do this climbing. So the good things about whistle sprinting, if you do it even in a pretty, even if on a big, on the rock like this, you can still recover stamina during climbing, and that's pretty good. That's a good climb. Oh no. Grab. Thank you, Link. You grab it. That's perfect. Sometimes, because of the angle of the wall, Link doesn't grab. That's happened sometimes. So here I was close to fall, but fortunately, I managed it correctly. If you watch a classic 80% speedrun of Breath of the Wild, all of these things is way different because we use a big glitch named the BTB, the bullet time bounce, using the bullet time to making a big momentum by bouncing onto an enemy, making Link fly away through the entire games. So yeah, bug limits category are very different than classic category without any bug restriction, but they are also way more closer than classic gameplay from Breath of the Wild with very optimized movement. So this is why I like bug limit categories, and this is also why I pretty like the all dungeons bug limit category. But it's way longer. Here we go for the third module, Cryoness. Allow us to making some ice pillar like this. So I can, there we go, open this door. So I will normally, this tiny guy doesn't do too many damage, so even if I'm low on HP, that shouldn't be dangerous. There we go. And that's it. Third shrine. Let's manage once again the loading times. So this things that we get on the top right are normally used to extend your life bar or also your stamina bar, like leveling up. And more you do shrines, more you can leveling up your stats. But that's take a lot of time to doing that, so we're not doing that. This will be a Souls level 1 run, definitely. So let's surf a little bit through the snow. So once again, I will take damage over the times, as you can see at the top left. But normally, I took my time to keep... Oh, come on. I took my time to keep enough food to manage myself going through this entire area. Yeah, Plateau du Prélude. Also the Great Plateau. 1, 2, 3. Should be enough. So yeah, I didn't speak about this bug that I get earlier at the very beginning of the run. The bug can be cooked and also give you extra damage for a certain amount of time, and that will be pretty useful for the final bosses of this run, because at the end of this run, because we will skip every single dungeon of these games, every bosses... Oh my... I cancel my shield, that's fine. Even if you skip all of the dungeon, you have to deal with all of the bosses at the very end of the games as a boss rush. And yeah, that's because of that we need some extra stuff like this potion that I will make for doing extra damage during this boss rush. And there we go, the last shrine. The good things about when you finish a shrine, that's recover all of your life. So even if I'm low on HP here, I will just do the shrine, and that will heal myself entirely. That's pretty useful. So the last module that we will use is pretty useful. It's status. Status can block the time, like Dio in JoJo Bizarre Adventure, for something, for some 5 seconds on something like that, and make me able to solve this shrine and also to do some interesting trick later in the run. I will block this one. There we go. Wait to this boulder past to make my way through this. So there is a pretty tricky double jump, shield jump, I mean, to do to skip this boulder. But honestly, I don't want to show you another game over. So, oh, let's do it normally with a tiny slash cancel. And there we go. That was the last shrine. So because we unlock every single shrine, now we will have access to the item that we need to escape the Great Plateau, the paraglider. And there we go. But before getting the paraglider, we have to meet the old man once again. And the problem is, he's pretty far away from this. He's into you can see the temple of the time in front of me on the right here. And I have to go to the temple of the time, but there is a very quick way to doing it. But it's also not tricky, but pretty impressive to do. So status, as you can see, can block the time, but it also allows you to build momentum to the things that you blocked, And that was exactly what I will do for this boulder. So first of all, I will put a bomb here. Perfect. Block this boulder. Spin to build momentum. Like this. And with the explosion, that's make this angle and zoom. And getting close. There is some freeze sometimes. Oh my! That's fine. Oh, the bouncing of the boulder hits me, but so I'm alive. Oh, that was close. Yeah, it's pretty random when the boulder lands, I guess. But fortunately I didn't die. That's happened sometimes, and yeah, that's a run killer sometimes. So let's climb, and there we go. So yeah, if you, because of this trick named the status launch, that's not even that's not a glitch at all. You just yeah, you just throw yourself with with an object. But yeah, it's pretty random. And there we go. So, oh my god, the old man was the king of Hyrule itself, or most likely the ghost of the king of Hyrule, because this was, yeah, is dead 1000 years ago. So, it will disappear and ask us to beat Ganon. So, let's do that. But yeah, the king of Hyrule say to us, "Oh, you're way too weak for the moment to beat Ganons. First of all, you should see Impa in this in the Kakariko village, in the Rito village, and yeah, to make yourself a little bit stronger, unlock the divine beast and so on, doing some dungeon to found some allies and so on and so on. But no, we don't have the time. We are speedrunners." So introduce things about Breath of the Wild speedrunning. It's about the amiibo. Here I will use an amiibo. That's make this way a little bit faster. Oh, can you please? Thank you. I will use the amiibo Epona, who's allowed in this category. There we go. And go back in my main USB controller. The only thing that's a change from another regular horse, that's remove the RNG of the things, and also in every single category of Breath of the Wild, the DLC is allowed, especially once again to remove remove the RNG of the things, because the problem about horse that they are all different when they spawn close to the Great Plateau, and their speed are very different one from another. The good things about Epona is that she's always at the same speed for every single runner. And there we go. I pick up some extra food here to be extra safe in the boss rush. It's also possible to do a no amiibo run, but honestly there is no difference, and that just saves us time here to use Epona, who's way faster. So I will first of all take a pants here, who give me some extra damage that can be pretty useful for the boss rush. It's just here. About that, I have to know about the incentive pretty soon. If I have to do a run with pants or not. Hey. Yeah. Go. If I have to do shirtless, I mean. So unfortunately, Guardian just saw me. I have to be careful about that. No, that's fine. That's totally fine. So yeah, we go immediately through to the end of the game. Yeah, because it's as I said, this Zelda is yeah, it's an open world. So we have access to the final area immediately when the game begins. So let's do that. But we have only 3 Earth, so at this moment nearly everything one hit KO us. So we have to be really careful about that. One of those things is, for example, this laser, so you have to be careful. But that's fine. Epona is too fast. So I will not. I will be careful here to be careful of both my movements to don't die. Okay, the second one. No, I will go this way. Yeah, perfect. I will intentionally going back here because I don't want to get in. I could avoid the next one in a different way, but oh my god, I not washing it. Sorry about that. Coming back, Ebola. Anyway, I will go at foot. Yeah, taking here the left was a bad choice for two reasons. The very first one is that will trigger this guardian we just see to the left, and yeah, that's a problem. And the other problem is that's make me arrives here in the bad angle. So there we go. Yeah, that was a pretty shame. That was such a shame to lose a opponent like this. But anyway. So I fix my angle here to put my bombs because we'll do another status launch at this moment to win times. There we go. I'm flying, and that's fine. I go to this pillar, and once again we will climb this one with the whistle sprinting. Before that, we'll trigger this cutscene because we enter the final dungeon of the game. So I will skip it. There we go. So now we are in the castle of Hyrule. Yeah, in this castle there is a lot of very dangerous enemy because we are under stuff as hell at this moment, so I have to be really careful. But by using yeah, a mechanic that's also is in, for example, Souls games, the backstab, I can make a tons of damage to many enemies and deal with them even if I don't have a lot of stuff. I will wait here for my stamina. Climb there. There we go. Oh, he just see me, but it's fine. That's totally fine. So, if I can know Zaz, if I have to do it shirtless or not? Can I know? Can I do that?
Yes, you will be doing it shirtless. Shirtless one.
Shirtless? Okay, so... And I will finish the run without my pants. But for the moment I need it, so I will removing it at the end of the run. Oh, I really hope this guy doesn't see me. No, he's not behind me. That's cool. So now the other things in the castle of Hyrule, the good things. There is a lot of very powerful weapons in this dungeon. So first of all, I will equip myself for the boss rush that I didn't speak about earlier. So I will take this black weapon. The black weapons are very powerful, but they are also very... they don't have a lot of durability. I deal with this guy because I need this boomerang. Ah, damn it, coming back to me, because it's dangerous if you are close to the wall, because sometimes that a glitch can happen, though the weapons can clip into the wall and I'm forced to reset. I really don't want that to happen, so let's take my time here to don't make that happen. So I have to be careful when I do this backstab, because this guy have a crazy amount of health, so... And done. That's perfect. So backstab in Breath of the Wild doing 8 times the damage from a weapon. And this sword is one of the most powerful swords of the game. So yeah, that's basically a one-hit KO if you do backstab correctly. So I take some extra item here to cooking. This very powerful shield, pretty useful. Oh, re-equip my axe because I will try to find many different arrows here. Oh my god, that's a crazy good RNG. Okay, very good. Here it's part of RNG. I definitely need arrows, and especially ice arrows or shock arrows. I mean electric arrows, and I got a crazy amount of them, so that's absolutely perfect for this run. Yeah, if you are out of stamina like that, it's a little bit faster to walk with the shield in front of you. I don't know why, but yeah. So Oh, another thing, you can only backstab enemy if they don't spot you. If an enemy see me, backstab is impossible. So this is why I have to be really careful here about the sound. This is why I also walking that way. I will do some setup here with, once again, I will set up my angle with my first person vision using this one, re-equip my sword and going for some backstab because those goblins will be, yeah, pull because of this bomb. Backstab, backstab, and there we go. That's perfect, first try. Those two ones, I really don't want to have to fight those two ones. This is why I use this setup with the bombs. Okay, perfect. I will do this time for cooking, guys. Do you like cooking? So I will cook this with my bug, the shrooms, the banana, and we got this elixir, very important one to do the final boss. I will also cook some extra stuff to be safe during this this boss fight because it's pretty scary. And there we go.
You know, speaking of cooking, we're cooking up some donations here.
There we go.
We got $50 from Anonymous. It says fight. And then we also got $30 from Siegbra that says Franker Z. Both those go in towards the Dark Souls Remastered PvP 80% between Dan Flesh and Catalyst.
It would be a pleasure to see that. Okay, I take this item. It's pretty useful spear. So let's deal also with this wall of flesh. Yeah, it should be that. And I pick up some extra stuff once again. It's literally farming here. I'm farming a lot of stuff to do the main fight of this run. We have to fight every. This is a boss rush. We have to fight every single bosses of this game. Not every single bosses, but all of the main bosses of this game. One after another, and if I die at any point during this boss fight, I have to redo it from the start. So that can be a 8-minute death. So I really hope that will not happen in this in the marathon run, because the last time I did this run in marathon I died. So that was, yeah, a lot of a shame. So I will use an ancient arrow here to deal with this big guy, to make this chest appeared. Contain 10 explosive arrows, bomb arrows, I mean. And bomb arrows are very powerful, but also pretty rare and pretty inexpensive. So this is why I need them here. Oh, unfortunately an enemy saw me. That's fine. That's fine. Another bomb arrows here. I will climb once again. Oh my god, he will chase me. Can you please? Ah. Oh my god, I really need to don't be blocked here when I will do my jumping angle. that was pretty stupid. Anyway, it's not happened too many times. So yeah, this jump is pretty. Oh my god, my angle was not great. No, that's fine. Okay. It's some sort of a cut where with the paraglider, but there is many different way to climb this castle. To be honest. So here, and here. Perfect. And there we go. We are in front of the beginning of the boss rush. Well, that was a pretty good castle, honestly. The farmings against moblins going well, so just have to be careful to don't get hit by that. Normally, yeah, it's too far. That's perfect. So here we go. The final fight about this runs with the 5 blights or black lights. This is the main bosses of the dungeon in Breath of the Wild, and also the final boss Ganon immediately after that. And let's begin with Windblight. So Windblight have a laser, and no, he shoots the tornado. Bad RNG, unfortunately, because I have to wait. Tornado is not the pattern that I'm looking for. I'm looking for this pattern. Fortunately, you have a pretty bad angle. That's fine. I will use the potion right now, and there we go, to stagger him like this. Let's hold. And normally this will be a 2 cycle if I'm doing all of the things correctly. Once again, I take some height to escape, to dodge this laser. There we go, good energy. That will make me enough time to stagger him once again. There we go. And that was Wind Blight Phase 1. Let's go for the Phase 2. In Phase 2, Wind Blights will use many drones, as you will see. So I will immediately stagger him with my most powerful arrows. I got 3 ancient arrows, the most powerful arrows possible in the castle. So I have to use them in a very clear way. And one of them is for Wind Blight because it's pretty dangerous at this moment. And now, to stagger him, I will have to use one of the most powerful things in Breath of the Wild. It's headshots. And oh damn it! My arrow touched this arm instead of the head. There we go. 2 and no. 3. That's fine. Oh, that was scary because he used the tornado immediately after my headshot miss. But fine, that's fine. Here we go for Water Blight. I will use another spear. That's not when to stagger him, perfect. And now let's use the two-handed weapons. Two-handed weapons are by far the most powerful weapon in this game because the special attack of two-handed weapons is the spin, and spin does a crazy amount of damage if you use it on big enemies, like for example the Blight. And also you can, as you saw at the beginning of this run, cancel the animation by tiny jumps to, yeah, making you fight pretty fast. And there are also the weapons that have the most amount of damage. So I will put... Oh no, that's very bad, it didn't fall. Ah, that's bad. That's pretty bad. Anyway, normally Water Blight fall here with 2 bomb arrows, but somehow we managed to stay on the air. So once again, 2 headshots. Damn, it's pretty far. Oh yeah, that's not enough damage, so that will be a 3 cycle. When you have to do a 3 cycle instead of a 2 cycle, of course you lose a ton amount of damage. Anyway, 3 cycle. Here we go for Fire Blight. And once again, there we go. Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot and spin to win. Ah, that's not a lot of damage. I will have to stagger him with the end of my spin here. Like that. There we go for phase 2. That was not a stagger. That was just making him go to the phase 2. So here, Fire Blight, we use this big fire shield. But the good thing is that he will use also another pattern. So because of that, I will put this bomb here, waiting into calling the bomb, and let's spin to win once again. Oh, you have to. Yeah, I took an extra damage because I was getting close to this weapon. You have to stay with a lot of life. That's preferable. And that's Fire Blight. Here we go for the main run killer about this run, about many run, Thunderblight. Thunderblight is by far the most dangerous boss of Breath of the Wild. I will equip this weapon, so this is why I will probably don't speak too much by doing it. I need a headshot. Headshot, here we go. Perfect. This was close timing here. I need to finish my combo. The five slash of my combo can have the ability to stagger a boss or to do a knockdown. And if Thunderblight regenerate shield at the same time, that's broke the shield immediately. That's what's happened here, and that's make pass the first phase pretty easily. Oh damn it! That was a pretty big fail. Unfortunately, I didn't touch the shield. That's not a big deal. I can play safe and wait another opportunity. I launch a little bit too early. There we go, that's perfect. That's not too precise too. Headshot, perfect. I will equip my weapons, my biggest weapons. And use the final ancient arrow here. Final. Perfect, I got the perfect timing once again. That was Thunderblight. And here we go for the final boss of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Calamity Ganon. Perfect. I can do a perfect dodge here. I will play safe using my the extra food that I use here to have a very big life bar. That can be useful. Like a number. Once again, I pick up some stuff there is here. Oh no, don't this way. Not this way. Ah, my god. Okay, so let's go for some extra stuff. I greed a little bit to pick up this these items. So anyway, it's time for some headshots once again with all of the stuff I get for this boss. So first of all, I will doing it in long range like this. Oh no, we don't want Calamity Ganon on the wall. That's pretty bad, so this is why I have to making him fall as fast as possible with my bomb arrows. Okay, so unfortunately my shield broke, my bow broke, I mean. So let's go with the other one. Headshots deal a double amount of damage in this boss, in every bosses, in fact. So this is why I have to stay here. You have lots of oh no. Let's go for bomb arrows. I keep them. Oh, I'm too close. No, that's fine. Okay. There we go. Let's go for phase 2. So in phase 2, Calamity Ganon is invincible, like this. So I have to stagger him or do this flurry, a perfect dodge to make a flurry rush like this. But at the end I have to run fast to don't get stomped. Ah, okay, again. Perfect. That's some extra damage. It's fine, I still have 3 minutes and 40 seconds with my damage up elixir. Okay, this is what I need. Perfect. So with this parry, I block the laser, making him stun, and begin the final trick of Breath of the Wild, the stun lock of the phase 2 of Calamity Ganon. As you can see, I begin a spin, and at the end of the spin, I'm making the spin end at the very same time that Calamity Ganon tried to regenerate this invincibility. And because of that, he gets staggered, and he tried to regenerate this invincibility once again, and so on and so on and so on. So that's an infinite loop, and that's allow me to do this stun lock. So let's go once again. I changed weapons because I was not sure about the durability of my first weapons. This is why. And there we go. And boom! That was Calamity Ganon. Pretty clear fight, to be honest. That was pretty good. Even if he gave me the laser only on the third time. A pretty random fight too. Very high level runners in any percent have some crazy fight sometimes. There is a lot of best stuff for what happens in Calamity Ganon, because yeah, it's a pretty... It's when you do it this game casually, after many hours and hours and hours, this final fight is such a beauty. It's so epic. So yeah, so now we are in front of the most anticlimactic bosses, named Dark Beast Ganon. But it's a pretty oh yeah, I forgot a shortlist link. Let's unequip that. There we go. Now we are in pants. So I just have to wait to see the... Oh, yeah, there we go. Just have to, yeah, go for that. There we go. Perfect. I was waiting for those targets because yeah, this boss is very scripted and also very easy. We just have to wait that all of the targets appeared. So if you have anything to say, Zaz, it's we still have a minute of this fight before the end of the run.
I got something to say. But you know that your donations make two of our most favorite Dark Souls runners fight each other to the death. To the death. One guy's getting taken out after this. I don't know if they mentioned that part. And then also, hey, you want to make Ike's Life of Living Hell whenever he's doing his run? Well, you can do that as well. Or maybe you want to have in the relay, you want to really, you know, make it difficult for the other team. You know, the one that you don't like, whichever team that might be. Well, whenever you donate, make sure that you put that bit goal towards whichever one that you want. Beat this giant pig guy.
Yeah, PvP will be so much fun. But it should be fun also to PvP in this game, but that should be hard to code. Okay, and here we go for the final blow. We are ready for the timer. I just have to wait the final to see the big eyes of Sauron. And time. Well, I think that can be a sub 50 run, and that was my goal at the very beginning, and seems to be it. Yeah, because we can remove 1 minute and 5 seconds, as I said, because the very first cutscene doesn't count in this run. So yeah, that was the run of Breath of the Wild 80% bug limit. And also, we just saw a tiny, and when I say tiny, it's a very tiny part of this game. This game is gigantic. There is a lot of cutscene. There is a DLC, a very worth DLC, to be honest. Many towns, many quests, many weapons, equipments, and so on and so on. This game is big, very big. You just see a tiny part of it with this run, with this hour of the run. Do not hesitate, honestly, if you have a Switch and doesn't have Breath of the Wild, and or if you think you don't like, for example, open world. This is definitely a great try, and also a great game to begin with the Zelda license, because it's a total reboot. There is absolutely absolutely zero connection with any other Zelda games with Breath of the Wild. It is, yeah, totally independent game, as we can say. And there we go, gotten a seal by Zelda herself. So yeah,
I have a feeling he's gonna be back. He's gonna be back.
Oh yeah, Breath of the Wild 2? Perhaps, yeah.
Oh man, wasn't even gonna mention that. All right.
Thank
you, AEtienne. That was Breath of the Wild, 80% bug limit. I got it right that time. Heck yeah. Appreciate it. Great run. So coming up next, boys and gals, we have Jeff the Big Lizard versus Alibaba versus Fuho versus Nick. And Dark Souls 2 80% current patch. You're not gonna want to miss that. And I was gonna try and say the subtitles here, but nah, I just butcher it, so I wasn't gonna do it. But yeah, also, like I said, we got some incentives coming up for Kata versus Danflesh PvP 80%. That'll be after the Dark Souls 2, and then following Dark Souls remastered PvP 80%, we have Neo 2. So stick around. We have big Saturday night right now. Okay. We'll be back.
Have a good Saturday night, guys, and see you in the chat.